today. I want to thank my supervisor, Chantel Lewis-Stallet, for believing in me and giving me permission and going up the ranks to make this possible, and to get our admin to put together our flyers so that you people would be here today. And so with that, I'd like to read a little history of how this day came about.
This is easier.
And I'll try to go fast. I know you're in the sun here. We didn't ask for summer weather on the 11th of November. But in 1921, an unknown World War I American soldier was buried in Arlington Cemetery. This site is a hillside overlooking the Potomac River in the city of Washington, D.C. Became a focal point of reverence for American veterans. Similar ceremonies occurred in England and France, where unknown soldiers were buried in each nation's highest place of honor, in England and also in France. These memorial gestures all took place on November the 11th, giving universal recognition to the celebrating ending of World War I. At 11 a.m., November 11th, 1918, the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. That day became known as Armistice Day. Armistice Day officially received its name in America in 1926 through a congressional resolution. It became a national holiday 12 years later by similar congressional action. An identical hope had been realized that World War I was the war to end all wars. November 11th might still be called Armistice Day, but only a few years after the holiday proclaimed, war broke out in Europe. 16.5 million Americans took part. 407,000 of them died in service, and more than 292,000 in battle. The first celebration using the term Veterans Day occurred in Birmingham, Alabama in 1947. Raymond Weeks, a World War II veteran, organized National Veterans Day, which concluded a parade and other festivities to honor all veterans. The event was held on November the 11th, then designated Armistice Day, and later U.S. Representative Edward Reese of Kansas proposed a bill that would change Armistice Day to Veterans Day. And in 1954, the year I was born, Congress passed the bill that President Eisenhower signed proclaiming November 11th as Veterans Day. Raymond Weeks received the Presidential Citizens Medal from President Reagan in November 1982. Weeks' local parade and ceremonies are still going annually with events and celebration nationwide. So with that said, I want to thank all our veterans here. Thank you for serving our flag. Thank you for serving our country. And thank you for serving our families. You gave us freedom. You're the heroes. Our hospital has many heroes, many different departments. You veterans, you represent the 5 branches of service, now 6. We have the 6th brand of service. But I want to thank you, and I pray that we can have this celebration every year. I'm going to try to play that anthem, and if not, I'll just call you out. When you hear the branch of service, your theme, I'd like you to stand here in attention and face the flag. Then we will all salute the flag. If you were a veteran or still in service, we'll do a military salute. If you haven't served, you put your right hand over your heart. After we say the Pledge of Allegiance, I like to read that acronym. What is a veteran? And then the veteran's prayer, and you're dismissed. So let's see if we can play this. Hopefully, you'll be able to hear it. Army. Guess I'm the only one.
You got them all.
Oh. Navy. Coast Guard.
Go for it.
Oh no, stay.
Mm-hmm.
Join the Coast Guard right now.
Air Force. Yes. Marines. Ladies and gentlemen, they represent our military here at Kaiser Permanente San Diego Medical Center. I think they deserve an applause. I invite you all to join with me as we say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Oh man, hold on.
Here we go.
Here we go again. And you don't want it to work.
Here we go.
So those who not served, I'm going to ask you to put your right hand over your heart. Those who have served and still serving, do a military salute. Attention. Salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America,
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Two. At ease, I don't want anybody passing out. Robert, can you give everybody a copy? Even those that didn't serve? We'll read this as soon as everybody gets a copy. I did this several years ago. The only thing I had to change was the hospital. I did it when I was at Zion. Oh, we're still passing. Good. as a veteran. V, vigilant to face danger.
Okay.
E, I for detail. T, trained to defend our nation. E, expert in combat. R, run into difficult situations. A, always ready for action. And N, never leave a brother behind. Hurrah! Hurrah! I have one more thing, and then we're going to give you a pin. I want to read a prayer, the Veterans Prayer, and then there's a quote from one of our former presidents. Father, I thank you for veterans. I thank you for their willingness to risk all so that our nation might dwell in peace and safety. May they find the honor and recognition they deserve. In the name of your divine Son, I pray you heal the physical and psychological wounds some of these veterans have suffered. Bring peace to those who mourn the loss of comrades. Father, I pray our nation would learn to respect and acknowledge those who have served our country well. Amen. Amen. Amen means at the end of a prayer, so be it. So I have one more piece from Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president, said this: with malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right, as God gives us to see the right, let us strive to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds, to care for all who shall be born the battle, to do all which may achieve and cherish a just and lasting peace among ourselves and with all nations. I want to thank you all for this special occasion, this whole weekend. So when you see a veteran, thank them for their service and your freedom. And while you're still standing there, I personally want to give you a gift. This is a flag pin. I want to thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. I want to thank you for your service. 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 Let's give our veterans another round of applause.
Woo!
We love you guys. I'm a brother. I didn't have boots on the ground. I waited for you to come home. I prayed with you. I buried some of your comrades. I sat with you as you shared your stories of PTSD. Some of you to this day still can't tell your stories, but I'm there for you. I love you so much. It brings tears to my eyes, and it's an honor as I salute you as your chaplain. I love you, and I love all the people that I work with at Kaiser and their family.
We love you too.
God bless.
Thank you.
Next year, bigger. Yes.
You did drop something.
All right, it might be a little wobbly.
That's okay. Here, I was doing